done a very incredible job and has been consistent in the methodology that it is adopted. You've got 4 particular ways of evaluating it, and then you look at the mean, and that's exactly what they've done for 900. They've explained why the 2100 needs to come down from the previous auction levels, given the ecosystem that we have. Understand that handsets are not available, so what is the point of extracting this particular premium from the industry? You have the same problem that you have on 4G for 4 or 5 years. Nothing happens. So ultimately, this is not going to serve the interests of the nation.
Right. Sir, also on the quantum of spectrum, it looks like a scarcity-induced auction. Really, the Defense Ministry is willing to vacate 15 megahertz, and you have the DOT insisting on 5 megahertz. So it's a scarcity-induced auction. Do you think the industry needs to raise its voice, probably reach out at a higher level to the PMO, to the maybe higher voices, given that though the Union Cabinet has taken a decision, but nevertheless this could be probably a work in progress?
Except knocking on the doors of God himself, we have not spared any particular appeal. We've appealed to the PMO, we've appealed to the DOT, we've obviously talked to TRAI, gone through that whole process, so we don't really know how many more doors we need to knock at. It's been very rational. We've given all the explanations. There's been any number of studies that show the benefits to the country and for development and for the consumer in terms of additional spectrum and the quantum that is necessary, the deleterious effects that would happen if you constrain it. Of course you'll get exorbitant prices. This is economics 101, so why are we bothering to even argue the case? So if the government wants to continue to extract this premium, then they've got to basically say, listen, this is going to be at the risk of the PMO's own projections for the digital. And we had people like the SoftBank CEO coming and telling us that, listen, you don't put the spectrum up, kiss goodbye to your plans. And so if that's the trade-off, then it's a sad day for our country.
But sir, isn't it shocking that it is actually DOT which is actually inducing scarcity and actually ensuring that it's a scarcity-induced auction?
Several years ago, the whole investor community was talking about the fallacy of regulation and policy. Today, we're glad to see that at least the TRAI has fully come on board in terms of understanding the plight of the industry. We're sort of saddened that the DOT, which is supposed to be the one arm of government looking out for the industry, seems to be a laggard in terms of understanding the dynamics involved in the economics of this industry. Do we want another airline industry on our hands, another sick industry on our hands? Well, hello, if that's what you're looking for, then this is right. This is the right prescription for that type of outcome.
So one last question. It looks like a double whammy for the industry. You have the 900 megahertz pricing, which has been increased sharply, about 33% over what TRAI recommended. And likewise for 2100 megahertz also, it's about 43% hike. So clearly, as far as the industry is concerned, it's a double whammy of sorts.
Absolutely, absolutely, because what we've said is that the 2100 was more or less intended to be a fallback once the 900 gets to be at an exorbitant level and there's multiple bidders for the scarce spectrum. So now if you're saying is that the fallback position itself is going to be outlandishly expensive, then the whole program is at risk. Yeah, of course, what's going to happen, the reserve price is benchmarked. Our point of view is that, yes, let's get on with the auction. The auction will determine it. Let's create a level playing field in terms of an adequate price point, and the auction will take care of it. This business of continuing to try and extract premiums from the industry is in the short term perhaps profitable, but in the long run is a disaster for the industry. And the point that we are saying is that, look, as you rightly pointed out, what's the deal here? You have 15 megahertz available. Why are you holding it back?
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.